Welcome to my Site Code Diaries, your ultimate guide to digital experience excellence. This is the video from the C# tutorial, and today we are going to talk about inheritance. Before moving ahead, I'm your host Jitendra Ghanekar. I'm in Sitecore MVP Technology 2024. I've given all my social media accounts handle on the screen. You can follow me on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, and the Twitter. So what we are going to see in this video, first of all, we will see what is inheritance. Then we will see what are the different types of inheritance we have. Then we will see how to hide the base class method. So basically a concept of method hiding, and then we will see why to use base and sealed keywords. Okay, so before moving to further on this video, I will request you to subscribe to the channel if you have not already subscribed to us. And also, if you like the video, please click on a like button and do share this video with others. So let's start the today's topic, inheritance. Okay, the first of all, what is inheritance? Inheritance enables you to create new classes that reuse, extend, and modify the behavior defined in other class. So you can extend or reuse or modify the existing class itself, okay, in the another class, in the new class. So that is called as a inheritance. The class whose members are inherited is called the base class. The class whose members are getting inherited is called as a base class. The class that inherits those members is called as a derived class. A derived class can have only one direct base class. So C# supports single, multi-level, and hierarchical inheritance, whereas it supports the multiple inheritance through the interface. So if I take an example of a inheritance, if you see here, I have created two classes. The first class is the animal class, okay, which has a two members methods, eat, sleep, okay, whereas there is another class which I have created that is called as a dog, and it is inheriting the animals. So how you are inheriting, you can put two dots and then animal is your class. So this animal is getting inherited into the dog, and dog has its own method bark. Okay, so now if you try to access the dog class, you create a dog object. In that object you will able to access not only the bark method but also the eat and sleep. Okay, so the first point where we say the inheritance enables you to create a new classes that reuse, extend, and modify the behavior defined in the other class. So animal is your original class, okay, where you have only two methods or two two members. Okay, so if you have any functionality where you want to extend it, now there is a dog who is an animal, and you also you want to extend that class. Okay, so the animal class has these eat and sleep methods. Okay, now dog has the not only the eat and sleep method, but it also has the bark method. Okay, so in this case you are extending this animal class by using the inheritance, okay, in the dog class. Okay, so this is what the inheritance is. Now we'll see what are the different types of inheritance. In last slide, the last topic was point was mentioned about the type of inheritance. So let's see what are those type of inheritance. So first is a single inheritance. So what is single inheritance? You have a class A and you are inheriting into the class B. So one class is inherited to the other class, a single class. So that is called as a single inheritance. Then you have a multi-level inheritance. What is a multi-level inheritance? You have a class A which gets inherited into class B, and your class B is also getting inherited into class C. Now class C will have both the data members and the methods from the class A and class B. So this is a multi-level inheritance. You have a multiple levels in the inheritance. This is called as a multi-level inheritance. Then hierarchical inheritance, you have one class, class A, which is getting inherited in class B, and the same class is getting inherited into the class C. So class A is basically your the class A is a parent class, or cat is also called the base class, and that parent class is inherited into the two childs, that is B and C. So this is the hierarchical inheritance. So these are the three type of inheritance supported by the C# by default. Okay, now if you want to inherit the if you want to do a multiple inheritance, what it means is you have a two classes, okay, class A and class B, and you want to inherit both the classes in the class B. So that is not possible. So how can we do the multiple inheritance? It is by using the interface. So you can inherit two interfaces. Now in this, interface A and interface B can be inherited into the class. Okay, what is interface? That I have already explained in my last video. If you have not watched that video, I will give the link in the top I button. You can have a look on that. So interface is just a contract. Okay, so that interface A will get inherited into class A, interface B will get inherited into class A. So this is called as a multiple inheritance. So there is a question which generally asks that can multiple inheritance be achieved in C#? No, C# does not support a multiple inheritance with classes. However, it supports the multiple inheritance through interfaces. Okay, so remember, this is very important. Multiple inheritance is not supported in C#. It is done using the interface. So interface doesn't has the body of the methods. Okay, it is just a contract. It doesn't have the implementation. Now we will see method hiding in inheritance. What does it mean, method hiding? You are hiding a method of a base class. How we can do that? So method hiding is a technique in which a derived class provides a new implementation of a method from the base class, effectively hiding the base class implementation. This is achieved by using a new keyword. So you have some implementation in your base class. In the say method A, you have some calculation, some logic applied on in a method A, but you have the same method in the your derived class, but the logic is different. So that is where you use the new keyword. So example is here. You have an animal class, and in animal class I have a make sound method. Okay, so I want to hide the make sound method in the dog class. Dog class is inheriting the animal class. So here I have written, if you see here, this method, it's the name is same make sound in the animal, but I have used a new keyword. So it means when I will create the dog object and dog that object and then try to access a make sound, as it is written a new here, it will hide the base class method. So it will not execute the make sound of the base class, but it will get executed the derived class method only. So in case there is some logic, there are few methods which you want to rewrite in the your derived class, then you have to use the new keyword. Now there are another two keywords which is used in inheritance. One is the base keyword, and the another one is the sealed keyword. Okay, let's see what is those. First of all, let's see what is the base keyword. The base keyword is used to access members of the base class within the derived class. So if there is a case where you want to access the base class members within your derived class, then how you can access it? So by using the base keyword, you can use it. We'll see the example there. Okay, so it can be used to call the constructor of the base class or to access the methods or properties of the base class. You can access the constructor, you can of the base class, you can access the base class constructor, you can access the base class methods and properties within the derived class by using the base keyword. So this is an example. Okay, here I have a class animal, which is our base class, and it has the constructor created here, okay, and the make sound is your method. So now to call, if you see here a base, this is the dog. So now if you see, the dog class is the derived class, it is executing the animal class here. And then what is happening is, if you, in this sound make sound method, you want to call the make sound method of the base class, then you have to use the base class keyword, and the make sound is your method. So this, what is happening is, when we will call dog dot make sound, then it will call the make base dot make sound first, so this method first, and then the whatever your logic in the make sound. Similarly, if you see here, the constructor also is getting called the base sound, so this constructor also is getting called in the dog derived class. Okay, so this is the base keyword. There are two more keywords which you are saying, the virtual and the override, that we will see in some other video. Okay, I'm not covering this in this video. We might have a separate video for this virtual keyword and override. So basically, override means you are overriding your base class method. So in that case, you have to use the override keyword. But here in the animal, I mean the base class, you have to write the virtual keyword. So without a virtual keyword, you cannot override it. Okay, so we'll take this virtual and override in some other video. Now there is another method called as a sealed keyword. Okay, the sealed keyword is used to prevent a class from being inherited. When a class is marked as a sealed, it cannot be used as a base class for other classes. So in case you do not want to use the inheritance, so you want the class should not get inherited to any other classes, okay, then you have to mark it as a sealed class. So sealed class will not get inherited in any other class. Okay, so sealed keyword is used to make sure that your class is not being get inherited in other classes. Okay, so that time we use the sealed keyword. All right, we are done for today. If you like this video, please click on the like button and upload this video. Do share this with your friends and colleagues who are interested to learn the C# concepts. And if you are not subscribed to the channel, please do consider subscribing the channel and click on a bell icon to get a latest update. Thank you. Thanks for watching.